Bellevue High School, 2017-2018. A school year of memories you'll never forget. Who were you?
Were you happy, disappointed, energetic, tired?
Who were you this year? Many events happened throughout this school year, but it all started on freshman transition day.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah!
These young boys and girls were entering a whole new world, an unknown they would adventure into for the next 9 months. Eventually, these butterflies went away, and the upperclassmen took over. The annual Powder Puff Game, a storied tradition that once again reared its competitive head. The seniors survived their annual volleyball game to claim their championship, only after surviving a defeat in the second round. The hardwood gave way to the gridiron, where the seniors showed their might. The blue and gray pounced on the juniors for the largest win in Powder Puff history.
Can't stop us, juniors!
The following days saw Student Council host homecoming. At the annual pep rally, Hunter Singleton was named king. That night, Ashlyn Smythe was announced as queen.
Once again, Key Club sponsored the annual Halloween Happenings event. Many families came out, and many students volunteered. New to Bellevue High School this year were the relaxation sessions. Students spent time doing yoga, playing board games, and even petting a dog. Exchange students. This year, Bellevue High School was lucky enough to host 2 international students, Pauline Butakin from Belgium and Katetsu Tamagawa from Japan. Pauline turned 18 here while in America and is from the city of Brussels. She stayed with both the Pranettes and Smiths and was part of the handbell choir, drama club, and leadership class. Katetsu also had a birthday here, turning 17. He is from Shima, Japan. While in America, he stayed with the Alda family and was on the cross country, wrestling, and track and field teams. The dodgeball tournament consisted of 10 teams. Some stepped up to the challenge, while others met the fate of defeat. Exchange student Katetsu Tamagawa found himself alone against 5 opponents. His victory against all odds was met by a swarm of fans. Next Threat ended up taking the tournament victory in an extra game. The Leadership and Community Engagement class, in conjunction with St. John's Preschool, once again held their community carnival.
At the Red and White Honors Assembly, a myriad of awards and scholarships were handed out. Students were honored for their hard work, dedication, and excellence. The inaugural recipients of the Award of Exceptionality were seniors Kayla Klotz and Christian Booz. Winning the tradition-rich title of Friendliest Juniors were Jenna Banger and Tristan Singleton. The annual talent show had an array of acts performing for the student body. There was singing, guitar playing, painting, baton twirling, and even Rubik's Cube solving. Winning for best performance was Julia Oceandusky and Grace Odo, along with Casey White, for his 4 years of dedication.
Juniors and seniors created memories that will last a lifetime. Prom was held at Lyman Harbor in Sandusky, where together students enjoyed one last dance.
Prom King, Matthew Whitmer.
Clubs. Extracurriculars are more than just music and sports. Our clubs did amazing things this year. and there were many of them: Engineering, Friends of Rachel, Yearbook, Prom Committee, Strive. These groups allowed for students to showcase their passion in a positive light and make the school a better place. This year, the art club featured face painting, creating posters for organizations, walking in the Christmas parade, and painting murals. Many of the students' pieces were featured at the Breakfast for the Arts and at the Spring Art Show. The Academic Challenge team finished their year in 13th place, including a thorough win over powerhouses Norwalk and St. Mary's. The team was led by seniors Christian Booz, Justin Baxter, Mitchell Smith, and Kayla Strauss. Student Council started off this year by once again hosting homecoming. They were also responsible for passing out schedules, holding all the votes in Red Pride, decorating doors, and the coin drive that had Mr. Heckelman fight Mr. Merritt. Resist Club, which stands for Redmond Educating Students on Illegal Substance Temptations, were very busy this school year. They started off by volunteering at Terrace State Community College for their spooktacular drug-free community event. The group was also responsible for promoting Red Ribbon Week and promoting drug safety at basketball games. Resist was also a part of both Red Ribbon Week and Alcohol Awareness Week, teen leadership training, and teaching middle school lessons on drug safety. A club that doubles as a class, leadership, and community engagement has been active throughout the 2017-18 school year. The first year with 2 periods, the class once again mentored young children at the elementary. They also volunteered their time at Habitat for Humanity, helping build a home in Sandusky. They, along with St. John's Preschool, hosted the annual Community Carnival, where young kids tried their luck at various games. The club also helped close to home. At the Bellevue Hospital, they worked in the community garden.
What's up, BHS? I'm Grant!
I'm Courtney.
Well, I'm Christian.
I'm Allie.
I'm Austin.
Well, I'm Mikey.
I'm Moyana. I'm Ashley. And I'm Kylie.
Well, I'm Riley.
I'm Tessa.
And I'm Cole.
And I'm Bree, and today is March.
Channel 22 is the
This is
second
yours.
club
Channel
that doubles
22
as a
is-
class. The 15 members this year have brought the announcements daily to our student body every day at 6 period. They also recap all of the many sporting events that happened this year, as well as making this very documentary you're watching right now. Key Club is a service organization that has once again made a huge impact on our school. The group held a blood drive in the fall for the Red Cross that saw many students donating. The club also held their very popular Halloween happenings throughout the halls of the school. Key Club was also responsible for hosting the widely publicized dodgeball tournament and Joey's story presentation. The club was also responsible for spreading kindness cards, volunteering at the Willows, the train station, for the Salvation Army, at the Flat Rock Christmas party, and the Throwback Give Back baseball game. The Drama Club once again put on a show this year with their renditions of The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Sound of Music. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The plays tells the story of a man who was raised in captivity and fell in love with a gypsy woman against the wishes of his father and the countrymen. The play was performed so well they qualified to perform once again at the state conference in Dayton. The second theatrical performance recreated the critically acclaimed musical The Sound of Music, the tale of a family who escapes Nazi rule in World War II. The Drama Club also assisted in directing the elementary musical and worked crew for the middle school performance of Alice in Wonderland. FFA is possibly the busiest of the clubs at Bellevue High School. The group actually started with both their officer retreat and summer meeting. FFA also featured at the Huron County Fair and were responsible for the concessions at all the home football games on Friday nights. In the service department, the group once again did the rake and run, where they rake leaves at people's houses around town. The club then made their way to Indianapolis to attend the National FFA Convention. Soon after, the Bellevue FFA welcomed 30 new members as part of the Green Hand Initiation. As part of FFA, many of the members compete in contests year-round. The agronomy team traveled to Marysville to compete in the state competition and finished 11th. The poultry judging team was second in their district and ended up 12th in the state. FFA also saw 4 members earn their state degrees and 3 graduates return to accept their American degrees. Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, otherwise known as FCCLA. Much like FFA, FCCLA also started the year before the first day of school. The FCCLA Knowledge Bowl team attended the national conference where they placed 8th. The club also attended the Huron County Fair, sold programs of football games, sold puppy chow in the hallways, decorated windows, made packages for hospice patients, and blankets for the Green Springs Nursing Home. FCCLA has done so much for others, but that hasn't stopped them from going above and beyond. They traveled to Washington, D.C. to compete with other schools in the Knowledge Bowl competition. At the regional competition, the group earned gold in publicity, career investigation, and job interview, as well as silver in advocacy. At the state conference, the club earned 4 golds and 1 silver. Senior Kayla Klotz also earned a first-place victory with a score of 99.5. Her, along with the Knowledge Bowl team, earned a trip to the national conference over the next summer. National Honor Society is the most exclusive extracurricular in the high school. This year, Bellevue entered 14 new members in the Alfred E. Ross chapter of National Honor Society. They were seniors Kayla Klotz, Abby Bullion, Brianna Wiley, Kayla Strauss, and Allie Scott. And juniors, Maren Kofelt, Riley Hager, Riley Moore, Melena Rickel, Alex Rogers, Allison Schnee, Lindsay Spurlock, JJ Sumser, and Garrett Vickery. NHS as a group volunteered for the Salvation Army, prepared Operation Christmas Child Boxes, chaperoned at the elementary school, and tutored their fellow classmates. They also attended the National Honor Society Leadership Conference in Monroeville and hosted a prom fashion show at the Willows.
Music. Harmonious and energizing. Just 2 words to describe the music programs at Bellevue High School. Whether in your voice or your instrument, the excellence of music at Bellevue had another astounding year. The Good Vibrations Handbell Choir once again grew exponentially. The group now features 89 members across 4 classes. To raise funds for new equipment, the club once again held their foot golf tournament at Green Hills Golf Course. The group performed at the elementary, where they mingled with youngsters and performed during their lunch before traveling to the middle school for a performance. They also played at the Huron Yacht Club, the school staff Christmas and retirement brunch, as well as the national anthem at 2 basketball games. The largest performance of the year consisted of the annual Christmas concert, where the 4 classes played an array of holiday music. Later in the school year, the Bell Choir hosted their Bellapalooza concert and performed many pop and rock hits. At the Music Awards banquet, Christian Booz and Ethan Rawlingson won the Founders Award. The choir program kicked off their year with multiple performances during Veterans Day week. The group also had 6 members named to the District Honors Choir in Port Clinton. The class then traveled across town to St. Paul's United Church of Christ for their sacred music concert. At Oak Harbor High School, the women's chorus competed in the district round of competition. The group earned the highest score possible to advance to the state competition. Over a month later, the women's chorus went to Van Buren High School to attend the state event. The girls repeated their performance from districts and earned another perfect score. Choir then held their spring concert, singing many crowd favorites. 2 days later at the Music Awards banquet, Bethany Branham won the National Choral Award, and Michaela Rashke and Ashlyn Smythe were awarded the Mackenzie Service Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the pride of Bellevue, the 2017 Bellevue Redmond Marching Band!
Play loud, march proud. The pride of Bellevue High School was over 120 strong and showed it every Friday night. Rain or shine, the marching band and color guard were there, riling up the crowd with the fight song or creating the storybook moment of playing the alma mater after a victory. They truly set a precedent that was second to none. Following marching season, the group headed to the Hardwood for the pep band at all home basketball games. At Solon Ensemble competition, the band earned 9 superior ratings and 2 excellent ratings. The band also had 19 members named to the District Honors Band in Port Clinton, the most of any high school in District 2. The band also had a performance at the Vermilion Band Festival, the South Central Jazz Festival, and the Winter and Spring Concert. At the end of the year awards banquet, senior Kayla Klotz earned the Mackenzie Band Service Award, Adam Shanneman was awarded the John Philip Sousa Award, and Mitchell Smith won the Marine Semper Fidelis Award.
Long before the first day of school, the Redmen and Lady Red were hard at work at their fall sports. The 2017-2018 school year brought change to the athletic programs at BHS. The teams joined the newly reformed Sandusky Bay Conference in the Lake Division. This is only the third conference that the school has ever been a part of. Bellevue was first a part of the Little Big League from 1912 to 1944. For the next 7 decades, those at Bellevue competed in the Northern Ohio League, winning numerous league titles and state championships. Our school jumped right into the action and right into the record books to leave their mark on their new home. The golf teams teed things off for the school. The year saw the boys take home a 4th place finish at the Bellevue Invite, as well as finish the season at an even 6-6 in the Lake Division to end up 4th. Jacob Teal was named first team and Nate Fox was second team all-league. The squad went to the sectional tournament at Sawmill Creek, where they finished 6th. The girls golf team finished a similar 6-6 in the Lake Division, and also finished 4th overall, with senior Abby Bullion and junior Jenna Staley being named to the second team. The team also had a runners-up finish at the Shelby Invite. At the sectional tournament, the girls finished a close 4th, just missing the cut to districts. The girls tennis team had a winning record of 12-7, and they finished 8-6 in the Lake Division, including wins over Shelby, Upper Sandusky, and Huron. At the SBC tournament, the girls had a solid showing with 2 4th-place finishers. The boys cross-country team started things off with a win over Margaretta and Danbury. From that point on, the team challenged in some of the biggest and best invites in the state, like the Tiger Classic, the Tiffin Carnival, and the Galleon Invite. The team concluded the year finishing just 2 points out of 5th place in the Lake Division and 8th place at districts. The girls team also kicked off the year with a win over Margaretta and Danbury, as well as a 3rd place finish at the Tiger Classic. The team followed that up with strong performances at the Tiffin Carnival and Galleon Invite, and then were crowned Norwalk Invite champs. At the SBC Championships, the team brought home its 7th straight league championship and the first for Bellevue in the SBC. For the Lady Red, Madeline Verhoff and Taylor Waldecker were named first team, and Lindsay Spurlock was second team All-SBC. At the district meet, the girls finished 4th place to advance to regionals for the 9th straight year, where they would finish 10th. The Lady Red volleyballers had another double-digit win season, going 12-13, including a win over league champion Norwalk in just 4 sets. As the underdogs and 7th-ranked team in the district, the Lady Red pulled off a sweep of Shelby in 3 straight sets. 3 days later, at 3rd-ranked Willard, the Lady Red took the Crimson Flashes to the final set and put them away 15-7. Another 3 days later, the girls were up against 2nd-ranked Norwalk, where sadly their Cinderella run ended. Peyton Vogel was named first team All-League, and Molly Bullion and Morgan Hicks were named to the second team. The Bellevue Redmen carried on over 100 years of football tradition with a highly successful year. The first game saw the Red Machine host the defending Division V state champions, Canton Central Catholic. The Redmen defeated the Crusaders by 4 to start the season off with a win. The unit also had wins over West Holmes, Toledo Start, Norwalk, Perkins, and Tiffin Columbian. Entering the final week of the regular season, the Redmen were 6-3 and just outside of the final spots of the playoffs. The Battle of Route 20, for the first time, was the season finale. Not only was Bellevue battling the Flyers, but also the weather. The skies opened and poured rain the whole game. Neither Clyde nor Mother Nature could stop the Red Machine. The team dashed the Flyers for a 33-14 win in another state playoff appearance. For the first time, the squad traveled east of Cleveland, where they overpowered the Orange Lions 34-6. The next game, a rematch. Clear Fork handed Bellevue their first loss of the season in a thrilling overtime game. This time, Bellevue could not be stopped, beating the Colts 21-13, ruining Clear Fork's undefeated season. The following game saw the Redmen in their Elite Eight appearance. This game, another rematch, this time against the Shelby Whippets. Also undefeated, Shelby had a running clock in every game they played all season. Bellevue proved to be no pushover and held within striking distance all game, but sadly, Shelby proved too much. The Red Machine had multiple player recognitions on the team. Earning first-team All-SBC Lake was Dakota McPeak on both offense and defense. Bryce Ray, Brock Byer, Caleb Adams, Colton Henry, Jack Howie, and Bryce McMurray. 3 of the players also earned recognition from the state. Seniors Dakota McPeak and Bryce McMurray both earned first-team All-Ohio honors. Senior Brock Byer was state honorable mention. Dakota has also earned a spot in the North-South All-Star Classic. Soon, the outdoors gave way to the indoors, but Bellevue did not slow down. Those who were there through both were the cheerleaders. Led by the seniors, the cheerleaders jumped, kicked, and yelled from August through February. The boys' basketball team tipped off the season with a win over league champion Sandusky. The team also had wins over Shelby, Edison, Margaretta, Ontario, and Tiffin-Columbian. In the strongest league in the area, the group managed to end the year with 10 wins and a close game in the first round of the playoffs against Vermilion. Individually, Trey Rollman was named to the first-team All-Conference team, and Jake Waskelis was named to the second team. Trey was also elected as an honorable mention All-State. On the girls' side, the Lady Reds steamrolled the competition. The Lady Reds started the year on a 10-game win streak, including 4 league wins. The Lady Reds' first and only regular season loss came to Minster, the eventual Division IV state champions. The Lady Red went on to win 11 straight and go undefeated in the SBC Lake Division with a 12-0 record. Bellevue won league title and first in the SBC. The domination didn't stop there. The first game of the playoffs, the Lady Red pounced on Mansfield Senior for a 46-point victory. The next game saw the team play the Ontario Warriors. The game came down to the final seconds when Casey Santoro put in the game-winning layup to advance to the next round. For the 3rd time in the season, the group faced Norwalk, who they would beat again by double digits to win the district. The following week, the Lady Red beat Norton High for a spot in the regional championship in Elite 8. The team battled hard and finished as regional runners-up to the eventual state champions Toledo Rogers. Casey Santoro was named Most Outstanding Player of the Lake Division, as well as being named to the first team All-League, along with Corey Santoro on first team and Peyton Vogel on second. Casey also joined the 1,000-point club and was named first team All-Ohio. The wrestling team once again had a stellar year on the mats. With the support of the mat maids who helped at every match, the wrestlers were able to have a momentous season. The squad won the home Bob Bailey Invite with 313 points and 3 champions. At the Tiffin Holiday Classic, 2 weeks later, the team finished 4th, again with 3 champions. In the state duels tournament, the Redmen won their first round over Brookside but fell to Sandusky in the next stage. At the Elmwood duels, 4 wrestlers won 4 or more matches and placed 7th as a team. At the SBC meet, the team took 5th overall and 3rd in the SBC Lake Division, with 9 wrestlers making the podium. At the sectional tournament, the team finished 2nd and had 3 champions and a runner-up. In total, 8 wrestlers advanced to districts. The next round saw Justin Mays earn 3rd place and Nick Smythe earn 4th place to move on to the state championships in Columbus. At the state tournament, both Nick and Justin would finish 7th in their respective divisions. Bellevue sports blossomed in the spring. The Redmen and Lady Red showed their prowess with many great performances. The boys tennis team had an outstanding year, going 13-7 overall and 8-6 in the SBC Lake Division. The squad recorded victories over Vermilion, Oak Harbor, Perkins, Huron, and Edison, among others. The 3 seniors brought home 3 league honors, with all ending the year with a winning record. The baseball team had strong showing, suffering only 4 losses all regular season. The team went 17-4 overall, including an 8-game win streak in April. The squad brought home the first league championship in the SBC for a boys team, losing only 1 game in conference play. Entering tournament play, the team was ranked 5th. They defeated longtime foe Shelby to claim the sectional championship and move on to the next round, where they would face Clear Fork. The Redmen would finish in the district semifinals in the game decided by only 3 runs. Earning league recognition for Most Outstanding Performer was senior Bryce Ray, who was also a unanimous first-team selection. Joining Bryce on the first team was Mitchell Wells. Earning second-team honors were Trey Rollman, Dalton Hay, and Caden Vogel. The softball team once again dominated the competition, winning multiple Mercy Rule games. Of the 15 wins during the regular season, 10 of them were by 10 or more runs. This marked an impressive run that culminated in a 7th straight league title and first in the SBC. During the month of April, the girls had a 9-game win streak, which gave Coach Snyder his 600th win. In tournament play, the Lady Red first matched up against Vermilion, whom they defeated in extra innings to win the sectional title. The following week, the team defeated Ontario by 4 runs to advance to the district championship game. There, Bellevue ended up finishing district runners-up to Mansfield-Madison Comprehensive. Sophia Pressler was named Most Outstanding Performer of the Lake Division and was also a first-team selection. Joining her on the first team were Lindsay Seaman, Alex Fisk, Riley Moore, and Macy Buckner. Track and field is composed of 17 different events and home to some of the most versatile athletes. The boys' team shot out of the starting blocks to finish runner-up at the Perkins Invite. 2 weeks later, they destroyed the competition at the Clyde Invitational to take home first place. The team would follow that up with runners-up finishes at the Huron Invite and 4th place at the Bellevue Elks Invitational. At the Freshman-Sophomore Invite in Shelby, the following week, the Redmen would finish second by only 5 points. A new league brought new challenges. This year, the SBC meet would be held at Bath Stadium. The Redmen had 2 champions that Friday night, with wins from the 4x200 meter team of Mikey Pierce, Austin Ostrom, Tanner Hunley, and Paul Shelley, as well as Christian Booz in the 300 hurdles. As a team, they finished 3rd place in possibly the toughest conference in Northwest Ohio. The boys had 3 events make it to the regional meet, where they concluded their stellar year. Lady Red track and field saw a similar year of triumphs. To start the year, the girls finished runners-up at the Perkins Invitational. 2 Saturdays later saw the Lady Red finish a narrow 2nd place to Columbian at the Clyde Invitational. The following week, the girls had an even narrower 3rd place finish at the Huron Invite. The girls' B team was so talented as well that they edged out the Blue Streaks by a half a point for the runners-up spot at the Sandusky Invitational. The next day saw the Lady Red at their home invitational finish runners-up with 81 points. At that meet, junior Peyton Vogel broke the school record in the shot put, which had stood since 1990. The girls had all hands on deck for their inaugural SBC meet, where they had 3 champions. They were Kayla Reisman in the 100 hurdles, Taylor Waldecker in the 2-mile run, and Peyton Vogel in the shot put, where she would break the school record with a heave of 40 feet, 1 1/4 inch. That performance earned Peyton the honor of MVP in the girls' field events. As a team, the girls finished a strong 3rd place for their first SBC League meet. The girls had 3 events get out of the district meet and advance to the regional, but sadly did not advance. Overall, Bellevue had 4 team league titles, 2 Elite 8 teams, 5 individual conference champions, and state qualifiers. Another year, more reasons to be proud of Bellevue sports.
Who is the mystery woman? Oh wait, it's Mr. Angle.
Fire, nice job, man.
Who's that pass at the end? Oh!
What did we get at state?
A lot. That's our 9th tray.
Love applesauce.
Happy barbecue day. I'll trim it.
It's raining out here outside. My boy Frost. You killed, man.
It's into territory. What will he do? All the balls back to Trestle territory. It's the same up between the goalie. Oh no, it's back in the middle of the field.
Happy birthday, dear Ian.
Wise men say only fools rush.
With great low rate, you can get online, go to the general, and save some time.
He's back in the miss. Can he stay in the game? With another miss. Oh no, he got the ball.
Hey, Mrs. Mercer, will you hit the whip?
run it, go!